All right, Mr. Cook, tell us about Really Living.
Really Living is an organization that I founded in September of 2002. We provide various types of support for the terminally and chronically ill. Our three primary areas of focus are free transportation and medical treatments such as dialysis and chemotherapy treatments, also prescription assistance and emergency monetary assistance. Say, for instance, in the case of someone who's had an extended hospitalization and comes home and is behind on their bills, needs groceries, things of that nature. So we will do other things if requested, but those are the three primary things we focus on.
Now, what does tonight, the comedy show and music concert, help Really Living do?
Well, it helps us to continue doing the work that we do because with the economy, particularly in this area, we don't get as many donations as we ordinarily might. So we try to come up with creative ways to try to generate revenue for the organization. And so with events, people can come out, have a good time, and still feel like they're contributing. And that's a little bit easier to get someone to do as opposed to writing a check.
All right, how did you get started with Really Living? What was your inspiration for this?
Uh, when I was 19, I was diagnosed with end-stage renal disease, and which means that your kidneys are no longer working adequately, and I ended up having to go on dialysis. And I was on dialysis for approximately 20 years. I just got a kidney transplant last year, but throughout the course of the time that I was on dialysis, I saw patients that I felt needed help. They were in a even though we were going through similar circumstances, I felt that they were much worse off than I was, and I wanted to see what I could do to help.
All righty, how has Really Living helped the community really, and have you gotten an outpouring of support towards your goal, and what are your future goals?
Well, we do get a lot of support from the community, and it is something that's helpful to the community because all of our services are free to patients. There's not an income requirement, anything like that. If a patient is terminally or chronically ill and genuinely has a need, if we have the funds on hand to address it, we'll do so. And there are, even small things that we've done. We get letters from people telling us how much they appreciate the things that we've done.
So, how did you come up with the idea for these concerts and comedy shows?
Someone suggested it, and I don't even remember who initially suggested it. But the first event that we really had on a large scale was a jazz concert last year that we did in the spring at the Charles H. Wright Museum. And now, although somebody suggested doing some sort of event, it was my idea to do a jazz concert. I'm a big jazz fan, I always have been, and I'm aware that the people in this area are big fans of jazz. So I definitely wanted an annual jazz event to be our signature event.
Okay, so how did you come to choose Yancey and Penny Wells?
I was thinking about various local artists, and Penny is one that I hadn't worked with before, and Yancey I had heard some good things about, and also had never worked with them, so I thought that might be a good mix. But I looked at different combinations of people, and by it being Valentine's weekend, I definitely wanted a male and a female, and I played with different combinations, and we ended up coming up with one that I think is really good: Penny Wells and Yancey.
All right, now tell us, how can everyone get in touch with you and make donations to your organization?
Well, that information is on our website, which is www.reallylivingcorp.org, or they can call us directly at area code 734-709-6402. Our organization is a 501c3 organization, and we also are a member of the Michigan Nonprofit Association.
So if they need your services, can they go to that same website to take advantage of those services?
They can. They can go to the website and find out what services we offer. There is a PDF that they can print. They can print the application out and fax it in, email, whatever case may be. There is a contact section where they can just leave whatever it is that they need on the website, or they can just call us directly.
Okay, now what else can we look for from Mr. John Cook in Really Living Organization in the future?
Well, like I said, I want an annual jazz concert to be our signature event, and then we'll do smaller things throughout the year. Because as I said, right now our two main sources of funding are individual donations and fundraisers. But also one thing that this is our 10th year, one thing that we've never done before that we will be doing this summer, and I think it's something that's very important. We're going to start doing an annual health fair. It's it's just great to help people once they become ill, but if we can prevent them from getting sick, it's that much better. Because dialysis, kidney disease is generally as a result of complications from high blood pressure or diabetes, and both of those things are preventable or controllable. So people, if they can get the information and treat that early enough, hopefully they won't end up being on dialysis.
Okay, if there was one main message you want everybody to take away from watching this, what would that be?
You know what? I think everybody can do something. People feel like, oh, well, I don't have enough money to donate or this, that, and other. And that's not always the only thing that people require. As I mentioned, myself, my board members, our volunteers, we go visit patients. And there are patients that I've seen that haven't had a visit from a family or a friend in months. And I think it's terrible the way people are treated once they become ill. And I think everybody has a family member or friend that is ill. And if you don't have money to donate, go see your grandmother, go see your neighbor, go see somebody that's ill.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Cook, and enjoy the show.
Thank you for having me, and I hope you enjoy the show as well.
All right.